Mrs. O'Donnell stands at your front door with her head hung low. She won't move, won't speak. She begins swaying back and forth slightly. Your dog begins to whimper and snaps you out of the paralyzed fear that you are feeling. You back away from the door and bump into the wall behind you. Maybe she's sick or needs help, but there's no way you're opening that door. You pick up your phone. No signal. That's weird. You're too close to town to not have a signal. No Wi-Fi either. You head over to the router to reset it. You hear 2 more thunks. This is insane. What is going on here? You say out loud. You walk back to the front door to look out the window again and see Mrs. O'Donnell and her son shuffling away from the porch. He has his head hung low too. At least they're leaving. As they reach the street, you realize there are 2 other neighbors on their front lawns acting the same way. Okay, this is starting to get really out of hand. You hear someone whisper over the back fence. Hey, psst. The sound of her voice makes you jump. It's your neighbor, Shelley. Are you home? She whispers. Are you normal? You walk out the side door to meet her at the fence. Jesus, Shelley, you scared me. Oh my gosh, you're normal. Thank God, she whispered. My family went out on the street. They started acting really weird this morning, and it scared me. When I opened the door, they just walked out, and I shut it behind them. Yeah, I notice, you say to her. Do you know what's going on, Shelley? I've got no service. Suddenly, you both hear a large vehicle coming down the street. You peek over the fence to the front yard and see a large, green military truck with government plates drive by. Maybe they have some information. Hey! You shout at the truck, but it keeps driving. Your shout attracts one of the oddly acting neighbors, and they begin to slowly wander towards the sound of your voice, their head hung low as they sway towards you. Oh shit, you whisper under your breath. Shelley begins to speak when suddenly another military truck drives by. But this one hits your oddly acting neighbor as they were crossing the road. Shelley screams, "Oh my God, they ran over Mr. Kenny. He's dead." Hush up, Shelley, you demand, as she becomes even more frantic. Just as Shelley falls down onto the ground in her yard, you hear a knock at the door. Oh no, could that be another weird neighbor? You go inside and peek out the front window. A man in a black suit and sunglasses stands at your front door. When he sees you, he demands you open the door. "This is the FBI. Open up, or we will enter by force," he says calmly. You see another neighbor walking up behind him. The FBI man pulls out a gun and shoots them on your front lawn. "What the hell?" you scream at him. He turns back. "You have 1 minute to open the door," he demands again. "Fine, you'll open the door." You swing the door open hard. What is going on here? He stays outside, and people in white hazmat suits storm in ahead of him. "Are you infected?" the hazmat woman asks you. "Infected?" you say, alarmed. I don't know, I feel fine." She turns to the agent. "Well, this is patient 0. We'll have to take him in." You see Shelley's shadow through the fence. That's my neighbor, Shelley. She can tell you. I'm fine. She's fine, too." The FBI agent goes around the side of the house outside. You see him walk over to her. When he looks over the fence, he yells to the hazmat team and shakes his head. "She's a goner." You see Shelley's shadow and hear her begin to scratch at the fence and moan. The FBI agent puts his gun up to the fence, and you hear the gun go off. Then you yell, "Shelly!" That's it. You've had enough. You run out the front door. The hazmat woman yells, "He's on the run!" You hear a loud pop and feel something sharp hit your shoulder. Everything turns black, and you fall into the front lawn. The last thing you see are the hazmat team walking up to you and the FBI agent watching you from afar. Here are some other videos you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe.